Good morning, good afternoon, good night, good evening, whichever it is when you're watching this. I'm glad to be here. This is going to be a tutorial video. I'm going to put some stuff in the description of this video so that if you don't need help with a particular part, you can just kind of jump around with the slider that'll be on the video. You can just jump around to whatever time, whatever section begins that you need help with. It is going to be a fairly lengthy video because we have a lot of stuff that to go over and to help you with, and I'm going to go from starting. If you don't know how to punch in a website on your website browser, it's going to be pretty basic. So hopefully, if this will cover all the bases, whatever your knowledge base for using the internet and streaming videos on YouTube and so on and so forth. I'll begin with a few announcements. Good Friday service is going to be at 6:30 Friday, April 10th. It'll be streamed live online. So make sure you've laid some time aside to join us there. That is streamed live on YouTube. We'll kind of go over this, but right now, if you want to send a link to a friend or whoever over text message or whatever, you can send that link to them, and that will take them directly to the live YouTube broadcast of the Good Friday service. So you can do that. We're going to go over phone number is 219-996-2271. If you I put the wrong thing up there. Here we go. Let me get back here. There you go. 219-996-2271 is the phone number to call the church at. If you'd rather do it by email, that phone. Goodness gracious, pardon me. That phone number or that email address is hebraincc@comcast.net. You can get in contact with us either one of those two ways, and let us know what time slot. I know there's Facebook posts concerning all that and what time slots are available, and you'll have to navigate your way around Facebook to find out, or just call or email, find out what time slots are available, what time slots you would like to commit to pray. Online, there is going to be also posted in this video or another. I think I'll just post it in this video. There will be a link in the description to suggested prayer topics and order of prayer and stuff like that. That link, it's a PDF file. You just click on that link, and that'll take you to the PDF document where you can get some guidance on what to pray for, how to pray for it, in order of prayer, and so on and so forth. So that will also be in the description, which we'll talk about a little bit later. Don't worry, I'm going to get you familiar with YouTube. So that's our 24 hours of prayer. That's going to begin at 7:30, immediately following the Good Friday service, Friday, April 10th, and it will continue until 7:30 p.m. On April 11th, and then we will come together again on April 12th, Resurrection Sunday. There will be no sunrise service. No sunrise service on Resurrection Sunday at 7:30. There will also be, as is kind of our tradition with in the past, there will also be no Resurrection Sunday breakfast at 8:30. The only thing we're doing Sunday is an online broadcast from the church here at 9:30. So a regular worship time, 9:30 a.m. We'll be streaming live the service on YouTube, and I'm going to cover that a little bit as well. Come join in live. Now, Chris gave us a kind of a teaser of our capabilities, and I'm still kind of waiting on the call for this, whether or not we're going to do it or not. But we do have the capabilities now to broadcast over the FM radio waves. So there is a possibility that we can come together physically in the parking lot. We're going to ask you to stay in your cars if we do this. Stay in your cars, windows rolled up. You'll want your windows rolled up because the weather looks a little bit chilly that Sunday morning. We'll also ask you to bring your own communion to prepare for that service, if indeed it happens. Again, that is a possibility. It is not entirely set in stone at the moment, but what is set in stone is the live stream of Resurrection Sunday service. So that will begin Sunday, April 12th, 9:30 a.m. So go ahead and set your alarm clocks now, or your reminders on your phone, or whatever you need to do. That's going to about cover it for the announcements. So I'm going to step away just for a minute, and we'll come back and we'll cover a little bit more. And we're back. Okay, so here's kind of the layout of what we're going to talk about. And what I'm going to try to explain to you. First things, we want you to be able to watch the service live. So the first thing that we're going to cover is getting onto YouTube. If you don't have an account, creating an account. You don't need an account, by the way, to view our live streams on YouTube, but it does make interaction. It makes interaction possible, and there are a couple things that we want to do to interact with you on YouTube. So we're going to talk about YouTube. Secondly, is the presentation software that we use. We actually publish that on the internet, and so I'm going to kind of walk you through where it's published, how to get onto it. There is an account that you would have to create as well for that. So I'm gonna walk you through that and just give you kind of step by step, and there are some cool things that you can do on that website and that platform that we're doing. Thirdly, I'm going to just kind of highlight a couple of the ways, actually all the ways that I know of that we are virtually trying to minister to you. Okay, so we'll cover that lastly. Again, the video is going to be a little bit lengthy, so I will put in the description the timestamps of the particular sections, and if you just want to bypass a section altogether, you'll be able to do that fairly easily. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into YouTube. I've got my website browser opened up here, And so I'm gonna switch the screen over to that so you can see what I've got. I'm using Google Chrome right now. You can use any website browser, whatever the website browser of your choice is. You can use any website browser. How do we get onto YouTube? Well, it's very easy. You just go up into the address bar of your browser and you type in youtube.com. You can also do this from the search bar. You can go into your search. Google Chrome, it doubles it as search bar, so you just type in YouTube. If you just type in YouTube, it's going to search. It's using the Yahoo search engine, and youtube.com is the first search result that you come to. But again, you can just go right up into the address bar, type in youtube.com, hit enter, and here you are. Right now, at the moment, I'm signed in. I'm going to go ahead and sign out so that if you don't have an account, you'll see something like this. I don't know what the videos are that you're seeing. It doesn't really matter. But like I said, you don't have to have an account to do this, but it is going to be very helpful to us, and I hope to you. It makes navigating YouTube a little bit easier if you do have an account. If you don't have an account and you don't want to make an account, here's what you do. Go up into the search bar and type out Christian Church of Hebron. All right, hit enter. Here's what you're going to see. The circle icon with the H, Hebron Christian Church, 97 subscribers, 156 videos. Awesome. So that's what you want to look for. Here's some of our videos, but go ahead and click on this link. This link is going to take you to our channel homepage. Okay, so the dashboard of our channel. Here you see the most recent videos that we've uploaded. These are the live streams. This was Palm Sunday's service. This is the Good Friday service that we're going to broadcast on Friday. This is the Resurrection Sunday service we'll broadcast on Sunday. You can go ahead and click on this video. Now, you're not going to see a video. You're just going to see a picture. It gives you a little bit of information. It's got the QR code. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Live in 29 hours, so that's April 10th, 6:30. It is Thursday when I'm making this video. So there's that. Nothing in the description right now. Nothing in this video description right now. That will be something later. You can. There is a chat functionality. Okay, again, but this chat is only available if you have a YouTube account and are logged in. You see when I hover my mouse over it here, it prompts me to sign in to YouTube in order to chat. So that's how you would get to the Good Friday service. If you don't have an account, don't want an account, that's entirely up to you. You can do that. Again, on Resurrection Sunday, you would simply do the same thing. Type in Christian Church of Hebron, search that in the search bar, click on the little icon with the Hebron Christian Church, and it'll bring you right here. Resurrection Sunday service, first one that shows up here. You'd click on that, and when it's live in 2 days at 9:30 Sunday morning, it will start streaming for you. Okay, again, nothing in the description right now, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But that is how you would get to the live broadcasts. If you're viewing YouTube on your mobile phone or your tablet or something that has a YouTube app, okay, very easy. You'll see a little search icon in the YouTube app, and it'll look a little bit like this little icon right here. You just tap on that icon. Again, you just type in Christian Church of Hebron. Okay, you look for that little icon that's kind of bluish purple and got the H in the center of it, and that's what you want to click on. And whatever it looks like on your phone or your tablet. it really makes no difference. The content's going to be the same. Just go ahead and tap on that icon, and it'll take you to the dashboard of our channel, and you can view those videos in the same way. Again, the interface is going to look a little bit different than it does here on the computer screen, but essentially the functionality of it is going to be exactly the same. So you can watch the live broadcast without an account if you're apprehensive of creating accounts or whatever. That's fine. No judgment. It's out there. It's available. You can watch it. All right. So if you do have an account, okay, you probably don't need me to go over this, but if you don't have an account and you want an account, here's all you do. You go to the YouTube homepage, right? Remember, I just typed in youtube.com, hit enter, bam, takes me right to the homepage. Okay, there's this little blue box up here in the corner. Again, if you're on a mobile phone or a tablet, the user interface is going to look a little bit different, but the functionality is going to be the same. You go to that little button that says sign in. Okay, now it's prompting me to sign in. If I don't have an account, it'll say use another account or create an account. Okay, that's what you're looking for here, this create account. If you don't have an account, just create an account for yourself, first name, last name, email address, and password. Click enter, follow the on-screen instructions to create that account, and then you'll go to youtube.com, and it'll prompt you to sign in. Okay, so you sign in. I'm going to go ahead and click my credentials and type my password in here real quick. And here we are. I'm going to sign in as myself and not the Christian Church of Hebron. So here's my YouTube account. All right, it's got my menu bar over here on the left. It's got all my shortcuts and stuff like that, the channels that I've subscribed to, and that's going to be key. We want to make this as best as possible, so I am going to ask you to subscribe to the Christian Church of Hebron. If you have a brand new account, you don't have any subscriptions, simply do this, Christian Church of Hebron, and I'm going to click on it to just save some time. Go to the icon, click on that icon for the Hebron Christian Church, and you'll see mine's grayed out here, but it says if you're not subscribed to the channel, it'll be red, and it'll just say subscribe. Okay, you click that, and well, I don't want to unsubscribe, but click that, subscribe to the channel, and it'll show up right here in your menu bar on the left, okay, under the subscriptions. That makes it a little bit easier. It makes it actually a lot easier, I think, to get to the church's page, because now when I go into YouTube, okay, I'm signed in. Here's my dashboard. You can see up here in the address bar. This is just the main YouTube page for my account. I click on the Christian Church of Hebron in my subscriptions, and I'm right there. Okay, I don't have to mess around with the search bar. It's right there. It's great, nice and quick, very streamlined. Okay. What I can actually do is set reminders, and if I have YouTube on my phone, or it may send me a reminder to my email address that when the service starts, it'll send me an email or give me a notification on my phone. Okay, I really don't need that reminder, so I'm going to turn it off. But that's how you get to our YouTube channel. Now, I mentioned the subscription, okay, and it is you see right here under our name that we have 97 subscribers, and we're almost where we need to be. Of course, we want as many subscribers as we can get, but the magic number here is 100. Okay, when we get to 100 subscribers, this bunch of gibberish up here in the address bar, when we get to 100 subscribers, we can actually change that to something that's very, very easy to remember. For example, CCoH. So you can send a link to your friends or anybody and just say, hey, go to youtube.com at CCoH, and that's going to drive them right to our main channel, okay? The homepage of our channel. So we can make that gibberish look a little bit easier, make it a whole lot easier to remember. So if you would, please subscribe to our YouTube channel so that we can do that and make it a lot easier to remember off the top of your head. Say, for example, you're in a conversation with somebody you just met and you want to ask and you want to send them to the YouTube channel so that they can view the sermons and services and so on and so forth. Off the top of your head, you can just remember, youtube.com/CCoH, and that will that'll suffice. Very easy to remember. Remember off the top of your head and give to another person. Okay. So please help us to do that. Subscribe to our channel. Get us to 100 subscribers, and we will do that just as soon as we reach those 100 subscribers. Another reason we want you to have a YouTube account and sign in is to chat, okay? And here's the reason we want to use this chat. When we were meeting together in person, when we were all in the building, you've noticed Sean or Mike taking attendance and marking down who's here and who's not, and so on and so forth. That's not without purpose. We actually use that information to give us kind of an alert system for when we need to reach out. It kind of gives us a little flag, if you will, to say, hey, you need to reach out to so-and-so because they haven't been here the last couple Sundays, and we don't know that they're on vacation. We just don't know why they're here. So we kind of look at that, and we're able to reach out to you and find out how you're doing. Maybe something's happened in your life and we don't know about it. That's one of the tools that we use to shepherd our flock that we have here at the church. So we can actually use this chat to do that very thing. So when you're online this Friday at 6:30, or maybe at 6:25 as you're logging on and getting everything set up, just go right over here to this chat and let us know that you're there. The analytics that we get with YouTube lets us see how many are watching at a particular time during the live broadcast and how many times that particular video was viewed in the past. But they're sheer numbers. They don't have any identifiable characteristics to it. So rather than a number, we want to know who is out there. And that will help us. If, for example, someone has not been watching the live broadcast the last couple times, of course, we're only starting this now, but as we get a few weeks into it, maybe, and we notice such a person has not ever viewed the online service, that sends a flag to us that says, hey, maybe this person is not able or doesn't know how to. Of course, this is a YouTube tutorial video, but if you don't even know how to get onto YouTube, there's no way for you to actually view this. So we want to use this. We want to use all these different features and functions that YouTube gives us to make sure that we are engaging with you and having encounters with you that are productive and gathering whatever information that we can so that we can shepherd you through this virtual worship where we're not able to meet together in person. We want to be able to do that. So one way you can do that is simply by going into the chat and, if it were me at home with my wife and kid, I would just say Summer's family is here, or something to the tune of that. Adam if I can type right, Adam, Sarah, and Lily are here. Something like that. Very simple. We see that in the chat, and we know that you're here. Seemingly all is well, and that's fantastic. And we know we're reaching you. We know we're getting to you. We know that we are doing everything we can to get you your spiritual food and to keep you faithful in what's going on in the world, in your life, whatever. So that I would urge you to do that and help us out and let us know you're here. You can do that very same thing in the comments, which are not available at the moment because the video is not live. The video is not post-production or anything like that. So when the video is live, there's a comment section. You can do the very same thing that you can in the chat section. In the comments section, I personally think it's a little bit easier in the chat section. You can use whichever, but we will look at both sections. If I go to a video here, let's go to last Sunday's video. I can show you. I'll pause the video so it doesn't play. Here's comments. Okay, here I've put an example. The Summers family was here. Fantastic. We see that you're here. You can add a comment just like that. Okay, so you just click right down here to add a comment. Again, when the video goes live, this section will be in that Good Friday video as well. Okay. Once the video is finished, the chat is done. So the comment section is really helpful, really useful for you if you're not able to view the service live. Okay, and you're viewing it, say, Sunday evening. After it's already been finished and you're going back, use that comment section to just drop us a line, let us know that you're here, who's watching, and you can use that comment section to do the very same thing that you would do live if you're watching it live in the chat section. All right. So there's the YouTube overview. It may not have been completely, there's a lot of things you can do on YouTube. I wanted to show you this too. I did want to show you this. Let's go back to the screen just a second. I'm going to go back to the Good Friday service. If you would like to share the YouTube video, if you're on your phone or on the computer or whatever, and if you want to share the video, you just simply hit that share. Here's a website address, a URL link that you can copy and send if you've got your text messaging set up on your computer or your tablet or your phone or whatever. You can text that to somebody. You can share it on Facebook, Twitter, loads of Pinterest, whatever. You can email it to somebody. Lots of ways within YouTube that you can share all these videos. So you can do that. You can also, once you have an account, I can save this video and I can save it to, say, a watch later. And so I save that there, and then I can go to my channel or my account, and here's my watch later playlist. Okay, and here I've got the Good Friday service, April 10th. 2020 to watch later. It's in my queue. All right. And so I'm just going to remove that and we'll go back to here. So there are a lot of things that you can do on YouTube. I'm not going to I'm not going to spend any more time going through the rest of them. If you have a question, of something that I didn't mention, you can send me an email. Okay, adamsummers@ccoh.com. You can send me an email, and I will respond to that. Whatever your question, if you're having issues with all this and you need somebody to call you on the phone or whatever, send me an email. Let me know. Give me some contact information, and I'll reach out to you, and I will make sure that I have done everything that I can to get you online and to get you to be able to view and watch our services live. We definitely want to reach as many people as we can. We want to reach all of you. And so that in part is the purpose of, actually in full, is the purpose of this video. So that's YouTube. We're going to jump now. I'm just going to get rid of YouTube on my browser. I'm going to go back to the startup page here. I mentioned our presentation software earlier. We use our presentation software to put all our slides and stuff on the screens, but it has so much more functionality than that. Okay, the parent company, or the presentation software we use, is called Proclaim. The parent company of Proclaim is FaithLife, and so FaithLife has a website, and I'm going to switch back over to my browser here so that you can see what's going on. FaithLife has a website, and we're just going to go right up here to the URL or to the address bar. We're going to type in FaithLife, FaithLife, one word, .com. Okay, and I'm probably logged in here as well, so I'm going to go ahead and sign out. All right, here we are. This is probably what you will see. In fact, not probably, but it is what you will see if you do not have a FaithLife account and you're navigating to this page. So here's what you would do. If you need an account, they make it very easy. You just click this link right here, type in your name, type in your email address, type in a password, okay, and then click register. A couple little options you can select or deselect if you desire or don't desire different emails from FaithLife. If you have a Logos account, then you would use your Logos credentials here to log in. Okay. Again, that's only if you have a Logos account. You can use those same credentials. So FaithLife covers Logos, covers, and here you can see the little link. If you're a Logos user, sign in with your Logos account. Okay, they just tell you the same email, the same password that you use for Logos gets you into FaithLife as well. Okay, so we covered setting up an account. So I'm going to go ahead and log in to my account at CCoH.org, and my password. Okay, I think that's right. No, let's see. What was my password? You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to log into my other account. Okay, so here's my FaithLife account. I don't know what that is. Okay, here's my FaithLife account. This is what it looks like when you log into it. Actually, this is not what yours would look like. Yours would probably look like, how do I unfollow? Okay, just bear with me for 1 second. Maybe right here, leave group. Okay. All right, so here's what you would see. With the exception of this is the presentation group team. There's just a couple of us that are on that. Don't worry about that. That doesn't matter. Here's what you see. This reminds me, if you are a Facebook user, I think you're going to find FaithLife very easy. Okay. the interface, the verbiage of some of the things reminds me a lot of FaithLife. Here you can see my daily readings, and my prayers for today are done. This is all connected to my Logos account, so you may or may not have this, depending on whether you have that account or not. Here's what you want to do. Once you've got your FaithLife account set up, you want to search for, again, Christian Church of Hebron. Okay? You want to search for Christian Church of Hebron. You don't actually have to hit enter. Okay? It'll pull this up right here, the little the church with the light yellow background. This is what you want to click on. Okay? When you click on that, you're going to see about this group. It has 6 members, 3 followers, and you're going to see this little follow tab. Just go ahead and click that follow tab. That will follow the Christian Church of Hebron. Now, when you go to your FaithLife, when you open up FaithLife, say you're logged all the way back out and you log all the way back in again, this is what's going to show up. This is your Facebook calls it the news feed, I think, but this is basically the news feed of your FaithLife page. You can see some of the stuff that's been on mine, okay, and so 2 days ago, the Christian Church of Hebron published the sermon, okay, Palm Sunday, April 5th, 2020. The sermon from that Sunday was published, okay. You can actually listen to the sermon, and I say listen, okay. You can listen to the sermon here. What's going to happen here is if I turn the computer volume on here, what's going to happen, I'm going to go ahead and click this and set pause. So what's going to happen, what it's doing is it's going to play the audio and the audio of the sermon, and you're going to get a full screen view. If I click the full screen here, it's going to go full screen. Or you can just watch the video like this in a small screen, no big deal. But the entire viewing portion of the video is just going to be the slides. Okay, so if what I'm going to do is I'm going to click play here, and in a few seconds, what you're going to hear is you're going to hear Chris start his sermon, and then if we navigate through the timestamp bar here, you're going to see the slides change. Okay, so here we go.
Let's take our Bibles and turn this morning to John chapter 12. John chapter 12. We want to, Alan kind of set us up here for the triumphal entry. So we found out where Jesus was. He should report it so that they might arrest him. For some time, Jesus has been keeping a low profile until...
Okay, so what's happening when you navigate through this little time slider here is you're jumping to that particular time in the sermon, and the sermon slides are changing, okay, and they're going to change just as if you were here watching Chris preach and watching the slides on the TV. So these are all timed out. You don't have to worry about anything changing the slides. So again, this video here that you're watching is only the sermon audio and the slide presentation. That's all you're getting. You're not going to get what you get on YouTube with the camera, and so you won't actually see Chris preaching on this video, but you will hear him, and you will see the slides. So when we record our sermons with our presentation software, this is what this is the end product that you are given at the end of that, and it will show up right here in your news feed of the FaithLife platform. Okay, right under that, right under this video here, okay, is another item in our news in my news feed, and what it's telling me here is that the Christian Church of Hebron published a bulletin in this group, okay, and it's showing me that bulletin. Now I can go ahead and read that bulletin. So here's what the bulletin looks like, and here's what it actually is, okay? This bulletin is every single slide that we showed throughout the service, okay? So you start with your welcome slides. These are all the pre-service slides with your announcements. Here's an announcement for the Good Friday service. Here's the 24 hours of prayer. And you've even got contact information. So I showed you the church's email address a little bit ago on the screen. Here it is right here. And if I had my email set up on this computer, then I could send an email directly from here. I can navigate right to the church's webpage, okay? Navigate right to the church's webpage, and that here's the Facebook. You know, I would encourage you to check out Facebook if you haven't, and make sure you're up to date and connected with us on our Facebook page. Here's another link for this link is going to take me right to our YouTube dashboard channel. And you can figure out which live broadcast you're wanting to watch, or if you missed the sermon a couple weeks ago, you just navigate to that and find those things. So here's some more interaction that you can do on this FaithLife platform that we cannot do on YouTube. So here's all our, here's all the announcement slides. Fill out the contact card, okay? The contact card. Let's just go ahead and talk about that now before we go any further. Fill out the contact card in today's bulletin. If you have a prayer request, if you have need for someone, one of us, myself, Chris, Carl, Steve, Mike, Janice, whoever, if you need us to get into contact with you, or you want to interact with us here, you can let us know that, okay? If you're joining the service for the first time, and you found this video and you've set yourself up with a FaithLife account, click on visitor. How old are you? How did you find out about us? Let us know. Give us your name, phone number, email address. I want someone to give me a call, or add me to Chris's email list that he's sending out his daily devotions on. You can interact with us in these ways and let us know in these times where we're not able to get together. We have the contact card here at the church, and it's stuffed in your bulletin. And if you have a prayer request, you write it on there. This is how we can do that virtually. So I would encourage you guys to make use of that. And let us know what's going on in your life. Let us know that you need a call. But that's why we put that slide in there, okay? That's why we put that slide in there, because we want you to, we want to interact with you. We want to know what your needs are. We want to do everything that we possibly can to meet those needs. Here you can see we have the Bible trivia that we show up there. That's just kind of for fun. You can actually play this if you're watching the service live on YouTube, okay, and you're say 5 or 10 minutes early for the service, and these slides are going, and the Bible trivia is up there. You can actually interact with other people playing that game right here on in this bulletin, okay? When the broadcast starts, when we actually go on air, either for Good Friday service, we're not going to have the Bible trivia for Good Friday service, but Sunday morning, Bible trivia is up there, and as soon as we go live, as soon as we start start publishing, start showing screens up on the screen. This is going to show up in your little news feed on FaithLife. Okay, you can read that bulletin. While you're waiting for service to start, you can come down here and you can play that Bible trivia right along with whoever else is playing. Kind of fun. Test your own Bible knowledge, and get you in a good mindset and all prepared for worship. So that's another fun thing that you can do. Again, we're just going through all the announcements here. Once we get into the service, okay, you're going to see, for example, last Sunday we had a read response section of the service where Steve was reading, and then we were all reading together, and you can see those things. You can see the songs that we're going to sing, blank slides that we use. Those really don't have any purpose other than they're nice and pretty. And then you can go down here, and here's where Chris started his sermon. This is the beginning of the sermon slides. So if a particular slide advanced too fast for you and you weren't quite done taking notes down, or you missed that scripture reference or whatever it was, it's all right here. It's all right here. You can see John 12 through 19 was what he was preaching. You continue reading from here, and it'll take you to Biblia, which is the online Bible that FaithLife uses, and you can just keep on reading. And you can do that with any of the scripture references that are here. Okay, continue reading. It's on all of them. And it's going to give you all these scripture references that were referenced in the sermon. And so you just go on down, and so here's all the sermon slides. And here we have our closing song, I've Decided to Follow Jesus. Here's just a reminder of the announcement slides. We always put this at the end, just so that walking out the door, you don't forget what you just heard an hour ago. And again, like I mentioned, the contact card at the bottom. Get in contact with us and let us know how we can be of service to you. I think this is a fantastic thing. I can't wait to start seeing some responses with this. So that is the bulletin that is published in FaithLife. If you missed last Sunday and you wanted to see the announcements, last Sunday's bulletin is right here. So you just click on read, and you go through once it loads up here, and you see all the announcements that we had and the stuff that we wanted to communicate to you last Sunday. All right, so you can do that with any Sunday that maybe you missed for some reason or another, and you can do that with any bulletin. Oh, here's a fun thing for your kids. We haven't met in youth group in a while, and I'm still I'm working on getting some videos out there for our youth on YouTube. As soon as we get all caught up with everything we're doing for Sunday mornings, I'm gonna start going on that. But I use the Proclaim software again when I'm teaching the kids on Wednesday nights. Okay, and so you can read that bulletin and find out what the heck was going on that Wednesday, and the kids can just kind of review these different things. I don't necessarily, which I'll start doing this. Actually, we're going to have to, right now for Wednesdays, the sermons are not actually recorded, so we don't have that functionality yet. Change of location. We need some more audio and video technology out in our youth room where we meet on Wednesday nights. I'll be looking into that. You're going to see a lot of some major improvements come into our online ministry because of all this. But you could certainly go through the slides and see the main points, see the scripture references, see what was going on. this particular sermon was on the music that we should listen to and shouldn't listen to, and how to listen to music, and so on and so forth. So you can check those out for the kids. So this is good for the whole family, all the way around. Mom, Dad, Johnny, Sue. It doesn't matter. This is a great way to interact with the church. And let us know how you're doing with the Connect card. Do you need a phone call? Do you need a visit? Obviously visiting is a little bit precautionary at this point in time in the environment that we're in, but do you need a phone call? Do you need a prayer? Can you send me, those kind of things? We want to know. I want to know. I want to know kids. I want to know adults. I want to know everything as much as I can, as much as I can possibly do to help you through this time. I want to be able to do. So that is an overview of the FaithLife website and social media, because that's what it is. It's a social media platform. It's just made, designed for churches with some different functionalities. So that's FaithLife. If you have any questions, again, then here's my email address. You can shoot me an email, adamsummers@ccoh.org. I am absolutely 100% dedicated to making sure that if you're having a problem, I've done everything that I can to address that problem and find a solution for you. If I don't have the solution myself, I will try and find. I will work until my bones show on finding a solution for you. I don't want any of our members, any of our visitors, for that matter, to be without the Word, and to be unable to view anything that we're preaching online, or unable to connect with the ministry teams or the elders or the deacons or all that stuff. We want to communicate with you as much as we can, as best as we can. So I just thought of one thing that I didn't mention with YouTube. So I'm going to let me get you back to my screen here, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Here I'm just going to click on the address bar again, YouTube. I haven't signed out, so I'm still signed in. You can see that. I can go to the Christian Church of Hebron right there. And I want to go and show you something in the description of Palm Sunday service. Okay, I'm just using this as an example. We are trying to do everything we can to make sure that that we're producing the best possible product for you. So even though we're not together, Chris is still making slideshow presentations. Chris is still making his sermon outlines so that you can glean as much as you possibly can, as much as you are used to, and as much as you possibly can from the sermons and from our online services. So what we've done is when there is when there is a handout of some kind to download in preparation for the service, we are linking to that in the description in the YouTube video. Okay, so this is last Sunday's YouTube video, Palm Sunday, April 5th, live broadcast. The sermon was Day King Jesus Arrived. Here's the sermon scripture. And then right down under that, it says view, print, or download the sermon outline. Okay, and it's got a link right there. And this link will be there whenever there is something for you to download or view, whenever there's going to be a handout of some kind. Okay, so you simply click on that link, and it takes you right to the PDF of The Day King Jesus Arrived, the sermon outline. Okay, you're familiar with these. It is a full page, one sheet, 8.5 by 11, standard letter size. Okay, if you want to print this, obviously you're going to need a printer at home, and so you can just come right over here to the print icon. Okay, click print, select whatever printer it is that you have, and we don't have a printer here, so I'm not actually going to print, but you would select the printer that you have right here in the destination drop down, and then you just hit print, and that'll print to your printer. It'll print out one page just like this. If you have a printer at home, I'm guessing you know how to print things, so I'm not going to go over any of that, but I'm just going to cancel it. You can also download it. Okay, when you download it, it may probably bring up a little dialog box on where do you want to save it to, and so on and so forth. You can simply view it right here on this website. That's fine. I know if I download a PDF on my phone, for example, I can actually, or my tablet, I can make notes right on that PDF. So I can write with my finger or a stylus or something like that, fill in the blanks as Chris is preaching, make my notes in the margins, and so on. So that those materials, the handouts that would be in the bulletin otherwise, will be available for download right here on the in the YouTube description. This is the description of the video. If there's, if it's cut off, there's not a whole lot in this description. But if something's cut off, you just click this little see more, okay, and it'll show you everything that is in that description. So there may be many links. In the link for in the description for this video, there is a link for the 24 hours of prayer handout, the suggested prayer material that we're handing out for those of you who are participating in that. So you definitely want to watch the video. You definitely want to download those resources. And again, anytime there is something for you to download, it will be there in the YouTube description, so that you can download it. You can save it to your phone. You can save it to your tablet. You can print it on your printer, and we still are connecting with you in that way. So we're not, we're doing everything that we can to maintain business as normal and just create it virtually. So that was the YouTube thing that I forgot to mention, and now I've mentioned it. So I think that's gonna be it for this video. I can't really think of anything else. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let us know. There's no shame. It's been a learning curve for me to figure out all this stuff, and myself and Steve and Dominic and others have spent lots of hours just trying to perfect what we're doing. We got a new soundboard Tuesday. We got it installed. The sound that you're hearing right now is the sound that you will hear on the live broadcast on Friday for Good Friday services, on Sunday for the Resurrection Sunday service. So if you're experiencing any issues with just the sound, Adam, I can see the video, but I'm having trouble hearing. Shoot me an email. Give me an email. Let me try and help you figure it out. When you send me an email and you need contact back, it's awesome to send me an email with a prayer request that I don't need to respond to. I just pray for you. and pray with you and partner with you in that way in prayer. But when you need us to contact you back, please leave us your contact information. Give us a good phone number. Give us a good time to call. Give us a good day to call. Do you need to call as soon as possible? Do you need, if you'd rather communicate through text message, make sure that we have a phone number that we can send a text message to. If you prefer email communication, make sure that you include your email address, and let us know how we can get into contact with you. It doesn't do any good to send us an email or to send me an email with no contact information and expect something back. I just can't do it. Can't read your minds like that. I need some contact information. So there's my contact information up on the screen. Adam Summers at CCoH.org. Here's let me just put a few things. If you just need to get in contact with the church, here it is, Hebron CC at Comcast.net. We do have our phones going over to Miss Janice's house, and so she is fielding phone calls at the same time, 996-2271. You can give us a call, reach out to us, let us know if you have an old bulletin at home. You've got all our contact information on the front of that bulletin. Give us an email, give us a call, let us know how we can serve you, how we can shepherd you, how we can keep you encouraged and keep you walking in step with the Spirit in this particular period of time where we're not able to meet together in person. The last thing that I'll mention is I'll echo what I said before with the Resurrection Sunday service. Right now, the only thing set in stone is the online broadcast. The weather looks fairly decent for Sunday morning, although a little bit chilly. It seems to be in the dry category for Sunday morning. If you would like a drive-in service, we want to know. We want that feedback. If you're going to participate in that and would prefer something like that. I know I would love to see all your guys' faces. I haven't seen your faces it's coming up on 4 weeks now. And I've only run into a couple of you at the store, when I'm out and about on my necessary travel trips and stuff like that, getting groceries and the like. So, man, what a great thing it would be to see your guys' faces, even if it's through the windshield of your car, but just to see it's, yell out hi to you. All partake in the Lord's Supper together here just in the parking lot. Again, we would ask you to bring your own communion with you. So if you need to get to the grocery store and get some saltine crackers and some, little juice boxes or something like that, go ahead and do that. Do that also in preparation for the Good Friday service. We'll be partaking of the Lord's Supper in the Good Friday service as well. And so do make sure that you're prepared for communion, even if it's virtual. We do want to partake in the communion service or the communion worship with you. So do make sure that you've got some saltine crackers or some Triscuits or whatever it is that your cracker of choice or your bread of choice. A loaf of bread works fine. Juice of your choice, but do your best to be prepared for that, so that we're all worshiping together in the same way at the same time. Last thing that I'll mention is Chris is sending out emails daily. I think Monday through Friday, Chris is, or Monday through Saturday, I don't recall which, but Chris is sending out some emails to offer encouragement. Chris is sending out the emails. If you are not getting those, Send us an email, give us a call, let us know that you're not getting those. If you didn't even know that he was doing that, let us know so that we can get you on the email list. I'm going to shoot over to my browser just once again and show you one other thing. This is the youth website. The youth can come and it's not just restricted to youth. I mean, whatever. If you find something on here that you like, go ahead. But here's a spot where you can send us an email. You can send me an email. It goes to an inbox that I monitor. You can give me a message, pray for me, please, or something like that. You can send me a message, whatever, however I can, however we can be of service to you, you can send me a message there. If you go right up here, here's this is the little menu. You drop that down, you click on ministries, you go to Devo blog. I'm doing a daily devotion Monday through Friday. The posting time of the devotion has been sporadic, just because of the other things that I'm doing. But here's today's devotion. Make me a blessing. You can scroll through the most recent devotions over the last week. And you can click on that all devotions and see all the devotions that have been gone. I post that on the youth Facebook. That's CCoH G-Force Youth G-Force G-Force CCoH G-Force Youth on Facebook. You can find that page and get those updates as they come out. A lot of functionality on this youth page. I'm not going to go into all that. You can kind of just cruise around. That's CCoHyouth.org, our main web page. CCoH.org, O-R-G, CCoH.org. Here's our main web page. Again, you can link to our Facebook group. You can get our live broadcasts, our service times, address, phone numbers, stuff like that. Send us an email right from here. You can download the audio from the sermons that we've preached this year, and I think years past sermons, 2019. So here's all the 2019 sermons. So I'd encourage you to get familiar with our, here's a calendar of events. Again, not much going on due to this big bad guy right there, I would get familiar with those web pages, and that's one of our main resources that we have to connect with you guys and keep you guys informed of what's going on. That will do it, I think, for this video. Again, can't stress enough. Questions, comments, concerns, send us an email, adamsummers@ccoh.org. That goes directly to me. HebronCC@comcast.net. That will go to the main church inbox. If you're looking to get a hold of Chris or Janice or Steve or any of those, I'm sure they wouldn't mind if I put their email addresses out there, but there you go. There's the church email address. HebronCC, HebronCC@comcast.net. That's going to do it for this video. I hope, I can't wait for Friday. I'm looking into a camera right now, but I'm picturing myself up at the pulpit with all your pretty faces filling the pews and having those images run through my mind. I can't wait to see you guys virtually Friday for our Good Friday service, be in prayer with you over the weekend for our 24 hours of at-home prayer, and then on Resurrection Sunday, at least virtually and possibly in the drive-in. Thank you for watching, and I know it's been a long video, and whatever. Hopefully this video has been helpful. But thanks for watching. It's my pleasure to provide these services for you. If there's anything else I can do for you, please send me an email, let me know. But until Friday at 6:30, God bless you until we meet again.